The Premier League is finally back. And so I'm going to be predicting the Premier League table for the upcoming season. So in front of me is a tier list. This is the first time I'm doing a tier list. Thankfully, I could find a tier list for the 23-24 season. These are all the clubs, and so I'll be working my way up from the bottom to the top. Let's get it. So relegation 18 to 20th. I think bottom, no disrespect, I think it's Luton Town. I've never heard of this club in my life. And the stadiums are pretty small, but I mean, whatever. Uh, if they can get out of relegation, that would be a huge feat. But no disrespect, I think the Luton Town will finish last. Finishing 19th with Luton Town. I think for me, it's between Sheffield United, Bournemouth. Bournemouth, I really think Bournemouth. Yeah, you know what? I'm putting Bournemouth 19th because Bournemouth did a really amazing job by getting out of relegation last season. But then they got rid of the manager because of whom they got out of relegation. That is Gary Brooks. They fired him for some reason. I don't know why. So I think they're going to get relegated this season. 19th, Bournemouth. 18th, I have a couple of clubs in mind. I see there's Nottingham Forest. There's Sheffield United, newly promoted club. There's West Ham as well, which is like a mad shout, but I don't think it's West Ham. I mean, it could happen. It could. I mean, Wolves is a shout for getting relegated because they just. I mean, Lopetegui left the club, so Wolf is in a bit of a mud. Um, straight away, 18th. I'm gonna put Sheffield United in 18th, and I think 17th to like just get out of relegation. West Ham United, I'm putting on 17th. 16th, maybe Nottingham Forest. The reason why I think West Ham is going to be like fighting will be in the relegation battle because they just lost a star player that is Declan Rice. I mean, they signed Edson Alvarez, but then he's not a great replacement for Declan Rice. So West Ham will struggle a bit, but I think they might just get out of relegation. 16 Nottingham Forest. Did a pretty good job. They did not get relegated last season. They did a pretty good job. I think they'll do the same this season as well. Hopefully for them. Wolves. I think. Nah, I'll put Wolves on 16th. 15th, Nottingham Forest. I think Wolves will struggle this season. Nottingham Forest, 15th. Now 14th. 14th, Everton. Everton is a good shout for 14th. Crystal Palace is there as well. But I think Everton. I'm going to put Everton 14th. Now 13th, I think I'll put. I don't know if Newcastle finished 13th or 12th. They're somewhere in that region. Like you don't know how they're going to perform under Roy Hodgson. You know what? I'll put Crystal Palace 13th. 14, 15, 16. Yeah. So 13th, I think Crystal Palace will finish. 12th, Burnley. Vincent Kompany is a manager, as you may or may not know. He has done a brilliant job at Burnley so far. He's bringing in Pep Guardiola's style of play. And I haven't watched Burnley, but from what I've heard, Burnley are playing some really good football. And yeah, he demands a lot from his players as well. So I think they will do good finishing the high mid-table. They could finish top 10 as well. You never know. But for now, I'm going to put Burnley on 12th. 11th, I think it's going to be Brentford. I know they lost Ivan Tony because of the betting scandal, whatever. They lost their star player, but they do have amazing players like Johan Visa, Mbuemu, etc. So I think Sheffield. I mean, sorry, oh Sheffield, my bad. Brentford will do a good job again. They will upset the big teams. They might beat United again. Who knows? They did trash us last season. Yeah, but I think yeah, Brentford will finish 11th. Um, Now in 10th place, um, I think it's Fulham again. You know what? No, I'll put Fulham in 12th. Um, Burnley in 11th, and yeah, Brentford in 10th. Yeah, I think this is a bit fine. Um, 12, 11, 10. Now ninth. Ninth. You've got the big six. Then you got Newcastle, uh, Brighton, Aston Villa. Ninth, I think I'll put Brighton. Brighton have done amazing under what's his name, De Zerbi. So far last season they did amazing. They got into the Europe. Did they get into Europa League? I think they. Okay, I don't remember. But yeah, I think yeah. Realistically, I think they could actually finish, seventh. But then I'm gonna say they'll finish ninth. Wait, something's wrong. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, my bad. I thought I was missing a club here. I'm really confused now. Who do I? Okay, so now next is eighth. Eighth is going to be hard because now it's all the big clubs. So one of them is going to fall down. I think I think Spurs will finish eighth because they I know, don't get me wrong, they're playing some amazing brand of football. Last day they played against Barca. They almost beat them 2-1, and that too. Oliver Skip scored twice. That's just unbelievable. They're playing some amazing brand of football under Ange Postecoglou. So, but then it's the thing that's going to let them down is their defense, and they haven't really recruited much. Like other than okay, they did buy Mickey Van de Ven, but we don't know how good he is. So yeah, they haven't done enough to bolster their defense. So I think they're gonna fall off a bit, but they're gonna play a really good brand of football. Now, seventh to finish in the Europa Conference League. Nah, okay. For me, it's actually between Liverpool and Newcastle. I would have put Liverpool, but then I don't want to disrespect them too much, just because I hate Liverpool. I don't want to disrespect Liverpool, so I'm going to put Newcastle seventh. Newcastle have done a brilliant job last season, finishing fourth. Like that's just unbelievable. I think no one predicted Newcastle to finish in the top four and playing championship football. But I think this season there be more competition. Chelsea. This is a tough one, man. Like you know what? Fuck this. I'm putting Liverpool seventh. Newcastle, I'm putting like sixth. Because honestly, Liverpool have not done enough to invest this season in the squad. Like just look at the midfield, for example. They bought Macalis and Soboslai, good signings. But then they sold Fabinho and Henderson, and now they don't have a holding midfielder as of now, which is very strange. So without a holding midfielder, I don't know how they're going. It's not stable at all. So if they can get someone like Amrabat, or I think they're actually linked to Lavia, but they're not spending the money on him. If they can get Lavia, I think they could finish top four, but nah, I wouldn't say they could finish fifth. But yeah, for now, their midfield is looking really bad, so I'm going to put them in seventh. Um, Actually, for sixth, I'm putting Aston Villa. It's a wild shout, but I think Aston Villa will do a great job this season. Unai Emery last season, came into Aston Villa mid-season and then made them finish where the Europa Conference League spot or Europa League. Yeah, he did a really good job. And now look at who they bought. They bought Pau Torres in defense. They bought Musa Diaby. It's looking like a great team. And Unai Emery, I think he's going to do a good job, and he will make them finish, in the Europa League spots. So I'm putting Aston Villa sixth. Newcastle, I'm going to put them in fifth, maybe like 1% below their last season's place. Now in fourth, I have Chelsea. I know this is also a wild shout because they finished 12th or 10th. No, they finished 12th last season. But now, the reason I put them in fourth is because Pochettino is back. I mean, in the Premier League, he is the manager for next season. They've sold a lot of their deadwood. Like they sold Koulibaly, they sold Edouard Mendy, they sold Kai Havertz, like so many people, Mason Mount as well. And then they brought in Nkunku. They brought in one person who I'm very excited for, Nicholas Jackson. He's a very exciting player. And yeah, Chelsea are really lucky to have Nicholas Jackson. Mudryk, I think Mudryk is going to cook under Mauricio Pochettino. The whole team, I think they're going to cook next season with Mauricio Pochettino. But yeah, so that's why I think they're going to finish fourth. Most probably, they'll finish, they'll do good finishing seventh because, 12th was really bad. So seventh would be an improvement to that. But I think they're going to surprise everyone and finish top four. Now, third, now is the top three clubs of last season, Arsenal, City, and United. Now, for third, I'll be realistic. I'll put United at third. I think we bought some really good players. We bought Onana. We finally got a keeper. We bought Mason Mount. Depth in the midfield. We got Rasmus Højlund, a good striker. But still, I don't think we haven't done enough investment. We haven't sold our players yet. We are trying to sell Maguire and McTominay. If we sell them, that would be amazing. And if we buy Amrabat and maybe we're linked to Todibo as well, if we buy them as well, that would be a solid transfer window. Like we could actually challenge for the title. But yeah, I'm going to be realistic. I'm putting them in third. Now, second is winning City and Arsenal. Actually, I'll put first. I'll say who's gonna be the champions this season. You think I'm gonna put one team, but yeah, I put Arsenal as champions. I think Arsenal have done very good in transfer market. They've addressed the issues they had last season, which is lack of squad depth. They signed Declan Rice, which is an amazing signing. They signed Kai Havertz to increase the depth, but he is proving to be shit so far. But I mean, if he can find his form, that would be really good for Arsenal. Julian Timber, great versatility in defense. He can play right back, centre back, and sometimes he can play CDM, but that's not necessary. So they have increased their depth in the squad. Yes, they're looking dangerous. Yeah, I think they're gonna cook this season. Hopefully, they don't bottle it like last season. I feel like they might bottle it just like last season. But since they increased their depth, and I don't want City to win it again, so I'm just gonna predict Arsenal to win it. And City, I'm gonna put in second. And I'm not putting City in second just because I don't want them to win. I think realistically the safest bet would be to put City to finish as champions. But they've lost a couple of players. They've lost Gundogan, who was the reason they won one of their Premier League titles over Liverpool. They did sign Kovacic, but Kovacic is now Gundogan. They might lose Kyle Walker, but I think he's going to sign a new contract, so he's going to stay. They lost Mahrez. Mahrez went to Saudi. Bernardo Silva might stay most probably though. So they did lose like 2 or 3 players, but they did sign Guardiola. Great signing for defense. Now the defense is going to be solid. But yeah, I think safest bet would be to put City first. But I'm just going to go bold and put Arsenal first. I mean, I could put United first, but yeah, I'm going to be realistic about United. So yeah, no bias over there. So yeah, here we go. This is my prediction for the Premier League table next season. What do you think about it? Put your comments down below and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.